As Northwestern's victorious players emerged from the locker room Saturday, several drew cheers from the assembled friends and family north of Ryan Field. And yet the man who saved the Wildcats with a herculean effort in overtime barely got a peep. Justin Jackson simply slithered through the crowd, as he does between the tackles, en route to the interview room. Even his number one fan, Father Phil Jackson, declined to make a fuss. "No way," he said, otherwise beaming in a number 21 Jackson jersey. This is how the Jacksons operate. Jackson's play did draw a wow from coach Pat Fitzgerald, who had his own wow decisions in the quirky second half of Northwestern's 17-10 victory over Iowa. Quarterback Clayton Thorson, who was grateful Jackson pulled down his high toss in overtime, said, "Oh, man. That was awesome. I saw two guys in the open field and thought, the defenders have no chance. So I knew we were getting the first down. And then when he kept pushing forward I was like, holy cow, we're going to score on the third play of overtime. Awesome effort." On in 3rd and 9, Jackson collected Thorson's pass and surged all the way to the 1, juking and dancing past 3 would-be tacklers for 23 yards. Jackson was less impressed. "Man, tired legs. Saw the end zone right there. So close. Like father, like son." Thorson took it home 2 plays later for a 17-10 lead, and Northwestern's terrific defense held on Iowa's possession. Iowa's final play came on 4th and 3. Nate Stanley made a crisp throw, but tight end Noah Fant dropped it, setting off victory fireworks in Evanston. "We needed this one," Thorson said of a victory. Said Jackson, "With Iowa, we always know it will be a fight to the end. It was about us getting the last punch." Northwestern 17, Iowa 10, OT. Photos of the Northwestern-Iowa game on Saturday, October 21, 2107. Fitzgerald said the Northwestern, 4-3 overall, 2-2 Big Ten, triumph was significant for another reason. The program celebrated the legacy of the late Ara Parseghian on Saturday with a salute to players from his 1962 Wildcats team, which surged to the number 1 ranking after a 6-0 start. Wearing an Ara patch on his shirt, Fitzgerald got a little choked up as spoke of Parseghian's wisdom, support and friendship. "I got 10 small slices of him, 10 great days. For us to win today, when honoring him is a big deal for us, and, selfishly, a big deal to me." One can only imagine how Parseghian would have viewed Fitzgerald's decisions to pass up punts and field goal tries on 6 different occasions Saturday. The Wildcats entered the game with a Big Ten high 16 fourth down conversion attempts. They will be near the national lead after Saturday. Most came in the area of the field that Fitzgerald termed the alumni zone, the no-man's land around the 30-yard line, where punts render little net yardage and field goals often are missed. Fitzgerald joked about how alums will question any decision he makes that doesn't pan out. The only truly surprising one Saturday came in the 4th quarter, with the score tied 7-7 and Northwestern facing a 4th and 1 from the Iowa 16. Kicker Charlie Cabander is a freshman, but he entered, having made 6 straight field goals, with a long of 40. Northwestern called a quarterback sneak and Thorson made it, barely. 3 plays later, Cabander knocked a 30-yarder through the uprights with 8 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in regulation. Iowa sent it to overtime with a Miguel Ricino's 48-yarder with 1:30 left, and Jackson then did his thing. "A pure attitude play," Fitzgerald said. "He willed his way to get it done. That was very Justin Jackson." Greenstein at ChicagoTribune.com. Twitter at @TedGreenstein. Pat Fitzgerald on Northwestern's 17-10 overtime win over Iowa. Northwestern coach Pat Fitzgerald reacts after the 17-10 overtime win over Iowa on Saturday, October 21, 2017. Teddy Greenstein, Chicago Tribune. Wildcats 2-minute drill. A wise decision, the Twitter mob, including former Northwestern players, howled after coach Pat Fitzgerald played for overtime. This was the situation: Northwestern at its own 25 into the wind, 90 seconds to play. Northwestern's offense had been anemic, 4.1 yards per play, and Iowa's defense strong. The Hawkeyes had 2 timeouts. Clayton Thorson has thrown 9 interceptions this season. Fitzgerald rushed it 3 times, killing the clock. The Wildcats won in overtime. Fitzgerald's reasoning: "We're going into the wind." You saw Charlie Commander's field goal from 30 yards. It almost backed up. I wanted to run the ball on first down to see if we could force Kirk Ferentz to take his timeouts, and then if he did, we could be aggressive. I did not want to punt into that wind. Our defense was playing so well, and so was theirs. I wanted to play a 25-yard overtime game. Steamed, Fitzgerald was ticked about the Wildcats drawing 3 offensive pass interference calls, saying, "I'm tired of watching people grab the crap out of us. We play 2 teams, our jerseys are getting pulled. Everybody says we can't get separation. Now we play physical and get OP. We're not going to let people hold us. I have to look and see how we can coach it better. We won't allow that nonsense to happen again." 2 of the penalties were declined. Garrett Dickerson appeared to block an Iowa defender illegally on the other.